Satoru Gojo, man, how long has our boy been locked up in that damn box? Well, in the Jujutsu Kaisen verse, it may have been recent for them, but for us, it feels like forever since we last seen our best boy. There's actually this account on Twitter called How Long in the Box, and they're actually keeping track of how many days it's been since he's been locked up. And I believe as of today's recording, we're well over 700 days, which is crazy. What is good, YouTube? It is your boy Anime Double Hunter, and today we will be talking about what Gojo will do once he is freed. Now, before we get into today's video, if you are new to Anime Double Hunter, welcome. Here on this channel, we cover all sorts of awesome Jujutsu Kaisen content, weekly reviews, character explain videos, ability explain videos, and more. So definitely subscribe and join the channel for more awesome Jujutsu Kaisen content. Drop a like if you end up enjoying the video, and comment down below whether or not you agree with me, and definitely feel free to drop your theories in the comment section. Now let us begin. So for starters, I believe Gojo is most likely going to be freed at some point during the Culling Games, probably during the climax when things are pretty hectic and we most likely need an ally to even the odds, or we need that one final push to take out Kenjaku. I think that make a lot of sense. So following the Culling Games, I believe Yuji and Megumi will inform Gojo of what happened while he was sealed, and we'll then get a moment of Gojo taking everything in, which includes Nanami's death, Principal Yaga's death, Yuji losing control over Sukuna, Nobara getting hurt, and Kenjaku turning Japan into the Culling Games, as well as the effects of the Culling Games on the world and Jujutsu society as a whole after everything's done. I think what's going to happen is us seeing Gojo break down and realize all this is his fault. If he wasn't so carefree and reckless, none of this would have happened. Now on to the next point of the story. Gojo would have now come to realize he's lost his best friend Geto and his principal to the Jujutsu higher-ups' cruel and twisted ways. If you guys remember, the reason why Geto lost his ways was because of him coming to see the Jujutsu society for what it was. Although that didn't technically directly involve the higher-ups, it was the higher-ups who assigned Gojo the task of killing Geto, his best friend. And although what Geto did was wrong, it was the endless cycle of exercising and consuming curses that drove him crazy. And it was the higher-ups who gave him those missions, if we're being real. Next is Principal Yaga, who was killed because he was the one to give Yuji a chance, and Yuji unfortunately ended up committing mass murder thanks to Sukuna. Then there was him being Geto's teacher, and unfortunately Geto, under the control of Kenjaku, has been doing some crazy shit behind the scenes. And of course, lastly, Yaga refusing to tell Principal Gakuganji how to make her dolls. And all this actually brings us to my next point. Throughout Jujutsu Kaisen, we have seen Gojo talk about how much he hates the higher up, and he even once played with the idea of killing them all. Guys, when Gojo is freed at this point of the story, he'll be tired of the way Jujutsu society is. He'll be fed up with the higher up, and I believe all that has transpired will prompt Gojo to start a civil war within Jujutsu society. I think it's going to be the remaining students of Tokyo, Jujutsu High, some of the minor clans, and other allies that we will most likely be introduced to later on in the story, going up against the two other great clans, the Kamo family, the Gojo family, and of course the high ups. I believe this will be towards the end game of the story, and this of course will alter Jujutsu society forever. And given that Gojo and others win this is going to be a huge step into making Jujutsu society much better. Embracing people like Maki and Toji, people with low curse energy who are being treated like they aren't even human. It'll be much better for people like Yuta and Yuji, teens who are being sentenced to death just because they can't control the curses residing inside them. And they'll also be able to work towards Geto and Tsukumo's dream of having a world where curses no longer exist. The high-ups that are currently in power aren't worried about finding a permanent solution to the curses. They're just simply looking for temporary solutions, not heading in no direction really, if we're being honest. Now moving on, after the Civil War, I believe will officially be in the end game for Jujutsu Kaisen, probably the last arc of the story or second to last arc. It will then get our highly anticipated fight between Gojo and Sukuna. Now I love Gojo, that is my guy, but I don't honestly see him walking out the fight with a W, especially with how much Gege hates Gojo. Gege hates that guy, I swear it's so crazy. So I believe Gojo will die, but I think it's going to play out like Sukuna doing a ton of damage, leaving him on death's door. Then while Sukuna's fighting Yuji and the others, Gojo might spawn and do one final attack to help Yuji and the others defeat Sukuna. Following that, we'll get a final scene with Gojo and whoever is still alive, and then we might just wrap up the story. Speaking of whomever is still left, get this video to 10 likes and I'll drop a video on who's going to be left standing once Jujutsu Kaisen is said and done. Well, that's all folks. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, very short video for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you did. Hit the subscribe button for more awesome Jujutsu Kaisen content. It is your boy Anime Double Hunter, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Have an awesome day.